It's Madmen Sports. What's going on, everybody? Got the professor. Diamond Dave is back for the Pittsburgh Steelers
Diamond
Buffalo
Dave's back.
Bills preview.
Zach's back. Jake's back.
Happy belated birthday, Zach.
What else would you rather?
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Preach.
Preach, Marv. Dave, what's going on? We've missed you, man.
What's new and exciting?
You know me, man. Every day I'm hustling.
And that's what I love about you.
It's the same thing every day.
Zach, how are you, man?
Good. I'm tired, honestly.
I hear that.
I'm getting ready for the Bills game. Bills week. It feels good, doesn't it?
I'll tell you what I'm not tired about. I'm not tired about hearing this week 1 matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm not tired of trying to give away this football signed. We don't know who it is.
It's a mystery. Well, I mean, we know. You don't know. It's the mystery ball. We have 3 more. We've purchased 3 more balls. We are totally up to 5 total balls that we can give away. You guys just have to guess the score correctly.
I personally have 2.
Which isn't a smart move because we haven't given a ball away in 3 years.
I want to, though.
Are we gonna give 5 away this season?
I'd hope so. Guess the score correctly in the comments. You get the score correctly at, I don't know, Sunday 4:25. We'll scroll through the comments. We'll send this ball to you. Everybody wins. And then we can go to the next ball because the next ball is even better than this ball. This ball is real nice. Like we keep saying, he might be up there top 5 in scoring all time for the Bills.
Don't look that up because we don't actually know.
He might be, though. He was very, very good.
It's very possible. All right, so
Many good years.
How are we feeling about this week 1 matchup? Buffalo Bills football's back for me and Zach. First time in the stadium
back
in
for all of us.
2 years. First time in the
Yeah,
stadium
but you were in
for
the
2
stadium
years.
last week for playoffs or practice.
I
We haven't been in
was.
the stadium in a while.
We have not been in the stadium a long time. I can tell you, very excited.
You were our practice correspondent.
Exactly. Diamond Dave. So how are we feeling, gentlemen?
I feel excited. This is my Christmas. I
Yeah?
get excited about
And you
it.
love Christmas.
I love Christmas.
Big Christmas guy.
But as Jake knows, I don't sleep the night before. I do not. We talked about that
Why
today
does
at
Jake know
lunch.
that?
Because we talked about it at lunch today. You know, we had lunch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like lunch. Why wasn't I invited?
What were you doing at like 4 o'clock?
That's a late lunch. That's more dinner.
I always eat late lunches. I have a late dinner. I
And
have no dinner.
And I'm always down to clown Davey.
Yeah. Dave, or Jake
Except
doesn't have a clock.
Earlier, I asked you if you wanted to get something, and you said no.
When? When did you ask me?
On the way here.
Yeah, because I already ate at 4 o'clock. But no, I'm very excited. It's going to be do or die for this Buffalo Bills team. Made it to the AFC Championship last year. Do or die, baby.
All right.
I want a fast-paced, successful football game. I want the world to have no shadow of a doubt that Josh Allen is an MVP caliber quarterback.
Are there
I'm
still
ready.
doubters out there?
Yes, that Jets correspondent saying that Zach Wilson is
You got to get your clicks somewhere.
definitely going to be better than Josh Allen, which is laughable. But
Is that Tony Romo that said that?
no, but I wouldn't be
It's not a Jets
surprised.
correspondent.
What did you just do there?
I just got out of the hot tub. I was trying to see if my ring smelled at all, and it doesn't. So we're good.
Well, that's good. Hot take.
Hot tub.
I'm excited.
Bills are going with white jerseys, white face masks. What do you guys?
All white everything.
Do you guys like the white face mask?
I think it makes a huge difference.
I
know
think it should
doesn't.
be the jersey they wear. The Cowboys wear their white jerseys constantly, all the time. Rarely wear the blues. I think Bills should be the same way.
I like the blues though. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the white pants. I don't care what you do. Just make sure they're white pants.
Respect. I think the
I have
white.
to wear my white pants to the game.
You wearing white pants to the game
After Labor Day?
Do you own white pants?
No,
But you're gonna go buy
but
them.
I give. So
CalicoCutPants.com.
everybody gives. A lot of people give. Listen, what is your vibes going into this game? Like, do you feel like it's a bigger stance right now? Do you feel like this is the beginning of their window? Do you feel like this is like the beginning? Like this game is the beginning of their Super Bowl window?
I think
How many years would you give us?
I think adequately, if we don't continue to build around this success that we've had last year and the year before, I would say 5 years. A lot has to happen for the window to continue past that 5-year span. Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane have done a great job thus far in getting us where we are right now. I don't have any doubts that we can get back there or continue that success. But I think a 5-year window is where we're at right now.
5 years. So do you feel like last year is counting that, or was last year kind of like a lightning in the bottle type of thing, and we're unleashing that for the next 5 years, or is this year 2 of your 5 years?
No, I'm going to say I'm wildly surprised that we made it to the AFC Championship game. Obviously, no one is unaware of the drought at this point. No playoffs.
Feels a long time now.
Have had 2 berths since then, not counting last year.
Oh, not counting.
Not counting
so going
last
into
year.
last year. Okay.
So
right on.
2 playoff losses. Not looking great. We were looking for that 1 playoff win. And my expectations last year needed to get that 1 win. Wasn't expecting, sure, loved it, glad it happened, that we made it to the AFC Championship. But I was just looking for that win. They superseded my expectations, and I think that this is year 1 of the Super Bowl window, as you were talking.
Yeah. I feel like the Bills always take 2 steps forward when you're expecting them to take 1. If that makes any sense. I feel like, first year Sean McDermott, maybe they make the playoffs, right? Or no, I don't really know what you're expecting out of Sean McDermott. You think about that, August morning or July morning where they have a fire sale, I believe it was July 30th. Mm-hmm. They trade out Sammy Watkins. They trade out Ronald Darby. It is Ronald Darby. Yeah, thank you. They for lack of a better term, they have a fire sale. They, keep Tyrod. They have Nathan Peterman's game, and then they make the playoffs above all odds, I would say. Next year, loaded with picks, probably 2 steps ahead of where you think they would be a year before. Loaded with picks, 2 steps forward. They have a franchise quarterback by the end. I still remember that Miami game we sat through in Week 17. 2 steps forward there. And then we think about, Houston game, 10-6 going into that Houston game. And they probably should have won that game. You can't say should have when you didn't, though. And then last year, 2 steps forward again. We just want 1 win. They get all the way to the AFC Championship game. Make it a game. They were winning for 1 quarter, never forget. I think the next 2 steps isn't winning the AFC. I think this year, your 2 steps forward is winning the Super Bowl. Dave, what do you think?
I think we have Allen for the next probably 12 years going forward. So we have a 12-year window to win a Super Bowl because we finally have a quarterback. The thing that's been holding us back is we didn't have a quarterback, and we constantly went through head coaches. We have both those things now. We still have to win the AFC East. Everyone's talking about the Patriots being better. I don't believe that. I don't buy that. We'll worry about the Chiefs when we get there. Win the AFC East. Get a home field advantage in the playoffs. Everything will work. Everything else will work itself out. Chiefs have a tougher road than we do this year because Chiefs have to play a Chargers team that no one's disputing that they're going to be better. Titans got a tougher division than us too.
Got to tighten up.
Yeah, I think the Bills have an easy route. They got to win the division. Win your 8 games in the division. Get the 1 seed, then we'll talk about everything else. But I don't see us losing a playoff game at home in front of the crowd. And like I said, Allen's not going anywhere for the next 12, 13 years. We have a 12 to 13-year window to win a Super Bowl.
Interesting. I like it.
So you're saying 12, 13 years. Now, let's bring it back down micro. We talked about the macro. Let's talk about micro. Josh Allen in the offense this year. What are we expecting out of them, guys? What are your vibes? Do we expect more? I mean, we talked about it 2 days ago, we talked about it. John Brown swapped out for Emmanuel Sanders is now the number 2 wide receiver. So, another year of the running backs, the offensive line, and another year of cohesiveness. Are we expecting what? What are we expecting, Diamond Dave?
Well, I'm usually the level-headed one and the one that doesn't go overboard here. But I remember a team in the 1999-2000, Kurt Warner at quarterback. I remember St. Louis Rams at the time. Yeah, they were St. Louis. They're firepower on offense. We don't have a Marshall Faulk, sure. But I see us matching that. I see us matching. What do you got?
You're scratching.
Stop scratching.
I see us matching that. And all they had at the time was Marshall Faulk, Torrey Holt, and Isaac Bruce. I think, and actually, no one's really talking about it at the time. But I think right now at the end of the year, and this is bold, this is crazy, I think Gabe Davis will have the best numbers at receiver for us. I think Gabe Davis is going to go off.
Well,
and I'll tell you why, because
you were doing good up until that, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because Diggs is going to get doubled. Bees is going to get the best corner on him. I think Gabe Davis is just going to be a freak this year, and he's the guy that no one's talking about. Emmanuel Sanders, he swapped him out, like Zach said, for John Brown. I don't see how it's any worse.
I would say
our offense is going to be the best in the league.
Kind of go along with your point. I think a better scenario is we might see a high touchdown rate from Gabriel Davis like we did last year. Will he lead the team? Remains to be seen. But I think that's going to be closer, in my opinion, to where Gabe Davis is going to lead on the stat sheet.
I think he's the breakout player for the Bills. I mean, we could talk about defense if you want. I don't know if that's the question on hand right now.
It's not still offense.
I thought we were doing offense, but like, it's just an inner battle I had. Sorry,
Damn it! Don't talk about the defense.
I don't feel I don't feel anything about the running backs. I don't think that it's improved at all. I don't. But like, and sorry, I'm stuttering here. Sound like Joe Biden, but like, you're gonna have to run 5 to 6 times, one running back at a time. Your running backs don't need to do much. I think Josh Allen will be the MVP at the end of the year, and I think that's it. I think our offense is just gonna be explosive.
But let's take this even one step further in the micro.
Let's go 2 steps.
I'm sick of stepping here.
What are we talking about the
your
offensive
steps.
expectations this week against the Pittsburgh Steelers? Is it going to be Josh Allen coming out strong and fast? Is it going to be maybe getting the running game going? Is it what do you got, man?
Kenny's cutting in here.
Uh-oh.
So my point is, Mike Tomlin had his press conference with the Buffalo media today. I was not invited again.
Dude,
I had to work. I got this new job.
you got to quit your job,
I
man.
didn't hear it at all, so hit me with some knowledge.
So he talked about his importance is not, the last couple of times they played against Josh Allen, he's beaten them with his legs. I disagree. However, they're going to try to pin him in. TJ Watt is playing, confirmed, which I talked about it on Monday night. We always kind of knew he was going to play. He wasn't not playing. But they're going to try to hem him in. So what Josh Allen does in the pocket is going to matter, and I think he's a better pocket passer than... I don't want to become a hot take guy. I think he's a better pocket passer than Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes really gets his rocks off from scrambling out of the pocket,
I would agree.
getting broken plays from Tyreek Hill running open down the field, Travis Kelce coming off his route. I think he's more of a mobile mobile quarterback, while Allen is a great pocket passer, feels the presence. I mean, shout out to Deion Dawkins and Darrell Williams, who really, make the corners easier for him on those in the pocket. But I feel like Josh Allen is going to thrive this year as a pocket passer.
Respect.
And I feel like that's how he's going to beat the Steelers. Steelers, Stephon Tuitt's not playing. He's out for a couple weeks. They're missing a couple items.
Do they bring in Ingram this year? They don't have Bud Dupree, but they have Ingram?
Yes, which, if you ask me, is a decline, but I don't care. I'm about the Bills. I think the Bills beat them in many ways. I think Matt Breida comes in, and he is a Swiss Army knife in terms of out of the backfield pass catching.
I'm going to really need Dawson Knox to have a great game. I think now, when I say this, I'm going to preference this by saying the wide receiving group for the Buffalo Bills is a matchup nightmare. But Pittsburgh Steelers, they do have a great secondary, so they're going to be tied up more so than you would see in other weeks. So, where are there going to be advantages? Dawson Knox, Devin Singletary.
Yeah, didn't Allen say something today about every time they play the Steelers, it's a dogfight. I think the biggest key in this game is the offensive line needs to keep Josh Allen off the ground. Keep him healthy. It's going to be a long season.
He can fly.
He's levitating.
I can fly.
That's what I need.
They need to keep TJ Watt away from him. Deion Dawkins will do that. Dale Johnson will do that. I'm not even sure what position TJ Watt plays. I think he comes in off the linebacker position. Just keep him safe. Offensive line. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. I don't know for sure, but I think the offensive line didn't play a lot together. I think it's the first time. Did they play? They started last year, the whole 5.
Only
right?
the whole 5, the starting 5, the official starting 5, only played 3 snaps together.
And that's an underrated factor to me. I think this offensive line needs to still. They didn't play much in the preseason, so they need. That's the key to me. The offensive line staying good. I guess
Darrell Williams played very well against TJ Watt last year.
He did.
He ate his lunch. I'll go a step further to say that the Bills' offense has so many different weapons. Like Dave was kind of alluding to earlier. Who's going to beat you? You pick your poison.
Can't. Nobody.
You're going to double cover Stephon Diggs.
McKenzie.
You're going to double cover Stephon Diggs. You're going to double cover Bees. That's four guys right there. Those are 2 all pros that are taking up 4 guys of your defense. You only got 7 guys to play against the rest of the 9.
I mean, I think the
And
Steelers
Josh Allen may beat you with his legs.
Steelers are in trouble. They're in trouble.
I think every defense you play against is in trouble, and I don't want to act cocky because that's how we were towards the end of the season, and rightfully so because no one was beating them.
Nope.
But I think the Bills can really shake some feathers.
Awesome.
And I really think that the really interesting part is what step can the defense take? And that's kind of like the next part of this is where does our defense go from last year?
Let's not forget Ben Roethlisberger,
And I am concerned.
future Hall of Famer.
This is
still.
my concern. But you go, Jake.
You
sorry.
got Juju.
No, you're concerned.
You got Clay Shapel. You got Najee Harris. We're up to a tall task, but all through training camp, the Bills' defense are going against the best offense in the league, and that's got to come for something. We're returning 99.9% of our defensive starters.
Is that true?
I don't know if it's the exact.
I can tell you
percentage.
something else that's 99.99%.
What's up, buddy?
Birth control.
Nothing.
No.
98.
Tell that
listen,
to the homies with kids.
I'll tell you what. The bottom line is this defense needs to take a step. And then, Dave, tell me about your concern before I get in this rant, because I know you're concerned and I don't want to.
Yeah, I talked about this with Jake and Zach while Zach was in his hot tub chilling. I think that my main concern is I don't have Zach's a stat guy, but I
stat
don't
guy.
know how our run defense was last year. We're going against Najee Harris, who's
Middle of the road.
there's not much film on right now. And my frustration is, and I've talked about this last year, what the hell's going on with Starla Tule? Is he injured? Is it a COVID thing?
His knee hurts. He is on the injury
Is he
report
out of
because his
shape?
knee. No, he's in fantastic shape.
We don't need,
Calf.
and I know the counter argument here will be,
Harrison Phillips' knee.
I know the counter argument here will be the Bills will just put our 21 points and take the run game out of this equation, which is true. Najee Harris, though, could run up the middle on us, and we expect to have Star there. Like, the concern going into the offseason was the pass rush. We have a pass rush now. I believe we do, at least, with Boogie and Rousseau and Epinenza in his second year. So I'm not worried about the pass rush. I think Big Ben's going to, if it was grass, his jersey would be filthy because he's going to be on the ground a lot.
Sheesh.
But I'm worried about Najee Harris running up the middle on us. And I know Tremaine Edmonds has that role too, but like, I don't understand. We need to get the middle under control. I really hope Najee Harris doesn't tear us apart there.
And one more thing before Zach goes. He was did not participate on Wednesday. We'll get a really good look tomorrow on Thursday. If he doesn't participate tomorrow, I would say he's probably not playing. But Zach's probably gonna.
Kenny's cutting in. Sean McDermott said today that Starla Tule is trending in the right direction.
He said that on Tuesday.
He said
But-
it today again. So he's still trending in
Yeah,
the
but
right
I
direction. And I don't think that he would say it back-to-back days if he wasn't trending in the right
yeah,
direction.
but I think my point still remains the same. If he doesn't practice tomorrow in any capacity, he's probably not going to play.
I disagree.
Which I agree with, actually.
That's where I'll disagree. I feel like he doesn't need those
You think you can get a
practices.
Friday walkthrough in after not playing all of last year and not really participating much during training camp?
I think that would be a risk.
He'll be fine.
But then a question I was going to propose real quick was everyone, and I'm listening to GR, I'm listening to all the big heads on, are we good on time? I was listening to all them. Are we concerned about the defensive backfield, specifically the cornerbacks, being kind of low on depth?
I've never been concerned about it. They've never had good depth there. And when has it ever been a real problem besides the Kansas City game and the AFC Championship game? They addressed what they felt was the difference maker, and that was the defensive line. I'm excited to see Greg Rousseau go in action. I'm excited to see Boogie Basham see what he does. I'm worried he may be a game day inactive.
Well, you need to inactive 7 of them. So if you look down the list, I think Breida will be inactive. I can't, off the top of my head, think of anyone else, but
There's probably a bunch.
2 offensive linemen.
I think if I'm looking for a run stopper, I can trust Justin Zimmer.
Yeah.
He was great in that, obviously he was great in that Patriots game last year where he punched out the ball, but he was more than that for just that game. He was great against the Ravens game. This team can handle run offenses aren't gold, for lack of a better term, against the
Aren't
Bills.
great, but remains to be seen. We don't know what this defensive line is going to
Brand new
bring.
D-line.
Brand new, baby.
Goofing.
Right. New boot goofing.
So let's talk about it. We got talked about the offense. We talked about the defense. Let's briefly chat about this. Not in the rundown, but do you guys worry about the new punter at all? Making any problems?
Matt Hack.
Yeah, Hawk.
It's Hack.
I think
He's a
gonna,
hack until proven
I think he's going to have the easiest
differently.
job in the league.
I don't think he's punting much.
I agree. Hey, if you need to get his number called,
He's
it's
gonna,
tough.
He's going to be on one knee a lot, getting ready to hold the ball for
That's
the
better than
pass.
2 knees. But
But listen, what is, if his number called upon, it's not an easy place to kick. Not worried about that at all. Last time he kicked in that stadium,
wasn't great.
it was a McKenzie touchdown.
I'm not worried at all. I think that you could be the punter, and you would.
I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't I would be not concerned at all.
Yeah, I could.
You couldn't be an NFL.
You
All right,
don't think I can be an NFL punter?
We
No,
could do that later.
1,000%
I'll tell you what.
Why?
How about this?
Why don't you think I could not?
We talked about this yesterday. You would keel over during warm-ups.
Oh, yeah. In warm-ups I could, but punch don't warm up.
We should
They
take
stretch.
a camera to a field and see if Zach can punt.
I could punt. You don't need to ask
If
I
this
can punt.
video gets 25 likes, we will post a video of Zach punting.
I'll like
If
it
it
3
gets
times.
if it gets 50 likes, I'll sit here on the next podcast shirtless.
Don't like it
Stay
50
under
times.
50. Stay under 50.
25.
Go above 25. Let's do 20. Safer.
All right.
I can punt.
Well, this will be a standing offer.
I can punt.
You couldn't be an NFL punter. You can punt probably. You
I know-
punted
I
in
know
high
for-
school.
I know for a
maybe-
fact I
maybe
could
not.
punt. I have
My
a school
point
record
is-
in high school.
My point is the punter
That's
is
not
going to be
saying
the most
much. We
useless
went to
job in the
Tonawanda
business.
High
70
school.
yards is 70.
You did not. He had fucking rolled 60 fucking yards.
They count them. It wasn't 60 yards. It was 5, though. It was against Hutch Tech. They asked me to not have a return.
I'm calling City of Tonawanda's AD tomorrow.
You don't have to.
And
The whole team
pulling
will
up
tell
the
you.
record
The
books.
whole team will tell you. It was 72 yards. We won 6-0.
And you're saying that you could still put up those numbers consistently.
I could get 45.
Not going to do it for you.
Dude, find me the average punter last year, and I will get
I'm
within
just
5
shocked
years
that
of the average.
it's the week 1 and we're talking about punting.
What's our score prediction?
Only part that's left is score predictions, and no one really cares about that.
We're on the other side of 20 minutes.
They dropped their score in the comments.
I guess I'll go first on score predictions.
It's your favorite part?
38-16. Bills offense tears it up. The stadium's crazy. Glad I'm not going because it's going to be very stressful to be there. It's going to be fun, but very loud
All good vibes.
and proud. 38-16 Buffalo. On to Miami.
30 to 10.
Wow.
Bills.
On to Miami.
On to
Can I
Miami.
tell you guys something?
If you say we're
have
going
no
to lose,
choice.
I'm punching you.
I think the Bills are going to drop a 50 burger.
I was about to say.
I think they're going to drop a 50
Is
burger.
that because
And they're not going to do it for
Bills are
any
that
re-
good or Steelers are that bad?
I think they're going to do it for the fans. I think they're going to run up the score for us. For everything that we missed out last year in the terms of the offense, I think they drop a 50 burger for us. 3 Stephon Diggs touchdowns.
Are all 70,000 Bills fans going to go downtown and have their own
Parade.
after
That would be
week 1?
ridiculous. I prefer not. However,
Sounds
50
exhausting.
burger. I will go 53. 16. They try to go for 2. They don't even get it.
16 is a big number today.
Why would you get it? What was your
30
number?
to 10.
Isn't that your always number? No, it's not. You
So,
used to have always. What do you
so 38-16. So what's the deal? Someone, if they predict on the
got? In the
message
comments,
board and they get this ball,
boom. I sent it to you. I can afford shipping.
Big flex.
It's like $6. No. All right.
Richard,
we'll see you
Perks,
guys
you'll,
back.
you'll get your sauces soon.
We'll see you guys Monday morning, hopefully with a W, and maybe a punt video.
We eating dubs.
Take care, guys.